Joined now on the broadcast by former Scream Eagles tough guy Blake Millman. Blake, we'll start at the beginning, I guess. You were a free agent coming into the Scream Eagles. How did it come to be that you played for Cape Breton?
Jonathan Murphy, one of the scouts for the Eagles, was my coach in Charlottetown, and after my year with them, he got me an invite to the Scream Eagles camp.
You end up playing a few years with the Scream Eagles. Dropping the gloves, of course, is a big part of your game. Tell us about being an enforcer at the Q level. It must have been pretty challenging.
Yeah, for sure. It was challenging. I wouldn't take my time back there at Cape Breton. I'd do it all over again if I had the chance.
You played 2.5 years in Cape Breton. What memories stand out from your time with the Scream Eagles?
The people in Cape Breton and the fans were probably some of the nicest people and fans in the league. Just the small town mentality, I guess.
Was that something you were used to coming over from PEI? Did you find it pretty similar?
It was actually really similar to where I'm from. Like I said, the small town mentality. I grew up in a small town and kind of the same thing.
Any memories stand out in terms of the players you played with playing in Cape Breton? Unfortunately, it was a bit of a rough time for the Eagles when you were in Cape Breton.
I made a lot of good friends when I was in Cape Breton. There's no one memory in general that stands out, but I made a lot of good friends and lifelong friends when I played in Cape Breton.
You end up finishing your QMJHL career in Quebec with the Ramparts. They had a pretty good team that year. Tell us about that and talk about the adjustment off the ice. Certainly Quebec City, much bigger than anything you'd see in Cape Breton or PEI.
Yeah, for sure. The biggest adjustment going there, I guess, was moving to a bigger city. Definitely wasn't what I was used to, but the same as Cape Breton, I really enjoyed my time in Quebec, and I met a lot of good people there as well. Like I said, I've made lifelong friends from Quebec as well.
And you get to play as a 20-year-old in the Junior A loop. Tell us about that. Describe your role there. Were you more of a skill player in Junior A?
I wouldn't say I was more of a skill player, but I definitely had a bigger part on the team. I killed penalties and played a little bit of power play, and played quite a bit more than I did when I was in Major Junior.
Fans will probably remember hearing stories about you. I think you had a chance to do some strongman competitions. Tell us all about that.
I was 18, I believe it was. I participated in a junior strongman competition here in PEI and actually won it, so that was a good experience as well.
Now, is that something that you're continuing on with?
No, it was just the organizer asked me to go in and decided I'd give it a shot.
Obviously worked out for the best. Lastly, Blake, I'll ask. Fans will wonder, I think people remember you fondly here. What are you up to now? What's new in the life of Blake Millman?
I'm at college studying power engineering. I'm actually coaching a hockey team, the Prince County Warriors. It's Major Bantam.
For those that haven't seen Major Bantam, I can tell you that's a very high level of hockey. Is coaching something you see yourself doing more of in the future?
I do enjoy coaching for sure. I figured I'd give it a shot this year, and I'm really enjoying myself so far, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we're glad to hear it that you're enjoying life with and away from the game. Fans remember you fondly. Thanks to this, Blake. Good luck going forward.
Thank you.
That's Blake Millman joining us here at the intermission. You're listening to McDonald Auto Group, Scream Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.